Hello everybody, welcome to a new video by Technopeople, and in this video I will be showing you guys yet another new concept in HTML forms. Alright, so forms in HTML are used to take input from the user. So forms can have many types of input like text, numbers, passwords, buttons, or a URL or a file or an image. There are numerous inputs for forms, and I will be showing you guys the basics of HTML forms in 3 videos. So this is part 1, and I will be showing you how to create a basic HTML form, and I'll also give you guys a brief introduction to its elements and inputs. So in this first video I will just show you guys these tags, the form tag and the input tag of the form tag, and I'll be just covering 4 types of inputs in this video: text, password, number, and button. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. And before that, I also need you guys to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and give this video a like. Alright, so to initiate things, I will start by just printing something as a heading. My first form. Please fill. Alright, so that's gonna be the heading for my form. I'll just close that. And after that, I will start by initiating my first HTML form with the form tag. Alright, so everything will go inside these 2 form tags. Okay, so I will start with an input. So my first input is gonna be the name of the user. So the input is gonna be of type text. It's gonna be of type text. Alright, I'll just type a text there. As I told you guys, there are so many input types. We will be covering all of them in my later videos. So this is an input type text, and I'm also gonna assign an ID to this input just to make sure that it doesn't go amiss. Alright, so the ID for this input is gonna be, say, name. Name is gonna be the ID of my input, and I should also add a name. The name to the input is gonna be user's name. Alright, so that's the name of my input, and the ID of my input is name. Alright, so great, and it will display a text field in which the user can type his information. Just to spice things up, I'll just add a background color to my body tag. In other words, a background color to my HTML web page. So my background color is going to be something cool like violet. Alright, so that's going to be my background color. I will save it and I shall run it. I'll save that. I'll just open my HTML file. I have it in documents. Great. I have opened that up. And you see my first form, please fill, and you see a text field here in which we can enter our input. Alright, so how will we know what should be typed? It has no label of such, it's just a blank field in which we can type our text. I'll just zoom that in so you guys can see it better. So we can't just type anything without knowing it, right? Alright, so I will add a label to that input. We have another label, we have another tag here, which is the label tag. Okay, so label. So the label is gonna be for the ID name. Alright, so the label is for the ID of this input. That's why IDs are really important. So it's for the name. Alright, and the label is gonna be name. That's it. Great. Let's just save that, and I shall run it again to see a label for this text box. Now that's a lot better. I will just add a break line here. That's an empty tag which is used for leaving a line. I'll just save that again. I'll refresh it. Amazing. Now it makes a lot more sense, and I shall type my name in something imaginary. Steve. Alright, so that's gonna be my first input, and that's one of the input types I'm gonna show you guys here. Alright, so great. The next one is gonna be an input of type. Okay, now I want the number, the phone number of the user. Alright, so ID is gonna be equal to phone number, and the name is gonna be phone number. Okay, great. So that's my second input, and I shall also add a label for that. Label. Don't forget the for attribute of the label tag, because it won't be able to identify what input you're talking about. So it's for the ID phone number, this PHNO, and the label for it is gonna be phone number. Great. I'll just add a break line tag there too. Sorry about that. That's BR. I will save that and I shall refresh it to find a new. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to add another BR over there, over here. I'll save that and I'll refresh my web page, and voila. So we can add our name here. So again, Steve. And phone number. Okay, so I'm just telling you guys that this phone number, although it's a phone number, it's of type number. So you can see these two up and down arrow marks which increase the value of the number. For example, I'm just typing 3, and if you press this up arrow, it increases to 4, and so on, and down will just decrease its value. We don't need to use that because it's a phone number. I'll just type my phone number in some number. Alright, so that's my phone number, and it's of type number. Now the third one we are gonna see is a password. I will do the same. I'll just copy paste that. Just modify some code there. So now this one is gonna be for. I'll just create the ID a little later. So it's gonna be for the ID PWD, and it's gonna be password. Alright, so I'm going to change this to, so the type of this input is going to be password. Great, and the ID of it is going to be PWD. It should be the same as this for attribute of the label tag, and the name is going to be password. Okay, great. I will save that and I'll run it again. And voila, again, I see my password tag. And if you see here, each time I refresh my web page, whatever input I had typed just vanishes like that. Alright, so I'll again type Steve, phone number, some random number again, and my password. Alright, so when I'm gonna type my password, it's gonna be in the form of these black circles which don't show the password. Alright, so my fourth and final type of input which I'm going to be covering in this video is the button input. So the button input is a special type of input which has two extra attributes to it, the on-click attribute and the value attribute. You will see, so I will just paste that bit of code again and I'll just modify some things here. So the idea of it is going to be just say sample button. And it's gonna just display as a label, click me. Alright, and the input is gonna be of type button, obviously, and the ID of it is gonna be the same as sample, for the for attribute of the label tag. So I'll just copy that and I shall paste it here. So the ID is gonna be sample button, and the name I'll just go for something fictional, say button click. Alright, so what I was talking about are these two new attributes of the button type of input. So one of those is the on-click attribute, which defines what the browser has to do if the user clicks on that button. Alright, so the on-click attribute is now gonna be, it's gonna be a command. So the alert command is just gonna display a box, a gray color box over here, giving any kind of message. Alright, so that message, please don't forget to put these single quotation marks inside the double quotation marks. Alright, so the alert message is gonna be, please subscribe to my channel. Great, awesome. And the final, okay, I'll just save that and I'll run it. Alright, and you can see click me, and if I click this it says please subscribe to my channel. Awesome. And why is this button really blank? What if we want to add some kind of text inside this? Then we use the value attribute of the button type input, value. Alright, so the value of this is the text which will be displayed on the button, and it will be click me. Now we no longer need this label here, it's useless. We'll just throw that away. I'll save that and I'll refresh it to see a button over here, click me, and if I click on it, it shows a dialog box here. It's a pop-up, it's an alert which says please subscribe to my channel. Awesome, so those are my 4 inputs here, and in the next video I will be covering 5 more input types, and in the third video I will be showing you guys the submit button and the refresh button. Alright, so those two are really important. The submit button is used to submit whatever input the user has given. Okay, so I will just leave that filled. Alright, so my password is going to be something. I'll click it and everything works. Awesome, so that brings me to the end of my video. Please subscribe, give this video a like, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates about my new videos. Alright, have a good day and goodbye.